Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Bella's a hypocrite at this point. She is a goddamn hypocrite. She actually had the audacity to sit there and tell Sean, no, I'm not going to forgive you. As many times as she cheated, and she cheated, I think I lost count after three. It might have been more than three, but I lost count after three. And of course, her dumbass actually sat there and tried to split hairs. Well, technically at one point we weren't married, and then there was a point where she was going to get separated. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Really? Really? Are you kidding me right now? That's why I got to a point where I was just like, you know what? F your tears and F your feelings. Because you know what? Sean had to sit there and deal with that three times. Okay? Three times. And now you want to sit there and get caught up in your feelings? Are you kidding me? Listen, I'm not saying that it doesn't suck to sit there and get cheated on, right? I'm not going to sit there and try to say that. All jokes aside, but come on. Seriously? You can be upset. You can be upset. But you can also sit there and look at it and be like, you know what? I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing. Now, the reason why I feel like she's not going to forgive him is not just because her character's a hypocrite, but because the actress is leaving and Days of Our Lives don't tend to recast. Okay? They just don't. They rarely will sit there and recast. I'll sit there and say. But they'll leave the door open in case she wants to come back. Because I mean, how they did that with Eric. They did that with Eric Grapevine. Dude was like, you're not giving me enough work. Like I'm out. And he left in this very sloppy way. And I feel like she's going to be one of doing the same thing. She's going to be all mad and upset in her feelings, and then just wind up leaving town. And granted, Sean did sit there and say, you know what? Yeah. I mean, part of me was like, you know what? Now we're even. Now we're kind of even. Now we can sit there and start from scratch. Now we're on an even playing field. Let's be honest. She sat there and she cheated a bunch of. Hell, she cheated with her damn profession at this point. Like, I can't. And Talia, I seriously, like, I understand that she is feeling guilty. First of all, I did feel like on some level Marlena was meant to acting kind of unprofessional about it. Like, boy, I get that, she slept with your daughter's husband, but your daughter stepped out multiple times. Let's not sit there and try to act like, your daughter is on some sort of moral high ground or something, okay? And to sit there and practically throw that in her face, like, really? Like, are you kidding me? You literally sit there using your position to sit there and make her feel like crap. You know what? Maybe they shouldn't have given back her. Maybe they shouldn't have given back her job at this point. Maybe they just shouldn't have actually have done that. So you got that going on, right? Well, Harrison and Ava, they're stuck. Susan's sitting there like, well, I don't understand why they're asking Susan. Do you think that he's the type of person who will sit there and kill someone? Do you think so? It's like, what's the difference? What's the difference? She just says yes or no, or maybe, or I don't know. I mean, y'all can't do anything. Y'all chained up. This dude has a gun. He can do pretty much anything at this point. I did kind of wonder why was he just leaving them? Why did he feed them and things of that nature? It was like, what do you plan on doing? But once he found that it was Ava, Ava was like, well, technically I wasn't the mom, right? I was like, nah, we're not using that mental breakdown BS. We're not doing that. Like you're still responsible for what you did. The fact that she sat there and said, well, I wasn't in my right mind doesn't change anything. Okay, because if she would have died, then you still would have been guilty. Regardless, even if she didn't die, you're still guilty. Mental illness or whatever you want to call it or not, you're still guilty. Point blank, period. Tripp came to the room. Rafe was in, and Tripp convinced Rafe to, and I don't understand how, but he convinced Rafe to tag along so this way they can both find Ava. And I was just like, at first I was like, he's not a cop. Like, why are you letting him, granted, he didn't even actually have handcuffs. I was like, bro, do you even actually have a gun at this point? I mean, you don't have handcuffs. Do you even actually have a gun at this point? Like, but he convinced him to go. They get down there to Crohn's place, and He started asking a bunch of questions as far as Susan. As far as Susan being alive, possibly, and Ava and Harris. Next thing you know, this dude pulls out a gun. Um, Jada, Jada, in some ways, as much as I like Jada, she kind of needs to sit there and just shut the F up. Because she had the audacity when she was sitting there talking to Talia. First, she was like, well, at first we were talking, because she wanted to give her a heads up about Bella and everything. And she was like, just let you know, Belle knows, people know, like she knows she's angry and stuff like that. And, she was like, well, I felt like I had to sit there and confront Sean. No, you didn't. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. Don't tell me you have to do it. Then she had the audacity to sit there and say, well, Sean took advantage of you. Sweetheart, they were both drunk. What are you talking about? Did you not hear a word what she said? They were both drunk. They were both in a bad place. Don't do that. Don't just sit there and put it on. Don't just sit there and put it on Sean. Don't do that. Because you know damn well that that's not right. So she kind of irked me in this episode as well. She did. Let's see what else wound up happening. Oh, then Bella came in her tears and she was upset with Marlena Smith saying that, Sean cheated on me. How could this happen to me? Or something. Well, she didn't say that, but it was just like she was in tears, she was crying, and I honestly tell you, I really didn't give a damn. I just don't. I know it sounds cold hearted. I was like, bro, you literally sat there and stepped out on this man more than once. You practically wrecked your home more than once. Why should anyone actually feel sorry for you at this point? I'm very confused by that. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much about it. Let me just double check my notes real quick. Oh, I don't know why I keep calling it Bella, but then Belle confronts Talia, and then Talia starts crying, and I'm just like, boo, okay, we're gonna have to start with the tears. Like it happened, it sucks, and she was crying out. She was crying a lot with Marlena, and I was like, boo, listen, yeah, it sucks, but own it. This whole pity party that you're doing, this whole 5 seconds that she's sitting up there crying every time, it's like it's just not working for me. It's really not. Honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, it doesn't matter because I heard that the actress is leaving anyway. So yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, YNR days, B&B, and no G's today. Really understand why they decided to just randomly throw in a baseball game for today and tomorrow, but okay, sure, whatever. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.